somebody in front of the molsk. You know who it's got to be.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ironsworn episode 8. 8? Wow, 8. We are in for a treat tonight. We've got our 3 adventurers ready to go on a new journey, traveling to the far-off Northwood. So, tonight's adventurers, we have Daysnick playing the part of Serene.
Hello.
We have GameCube playing as the ever-sneaky Glaine.
Plain Q, at your service.
And, of course, Lurking Turtle as the reluctant Torgan.
Reluctant because I constantly seem to be in crisis.
He is unwittingly becoming a main character against his will. So, as always, I am Dobbs, your host, moderator, game master, and I'll be helping to roll the dice and interpret the results. And we see exactly what happens to our band of travelers as they go on to fulfill their vows, accomplish great deeds in the Ironlands. So let's go ahead and swap over to the spreadsheet here. Now, we are doing pretty good right now. Health, spirit, and supply are all 3 or better across the board, which is great. Momentum, excellent shape there. The team has built up a good pace as they prepare for their next journey. Last time, the adventurers emerging from the shadowy realms of the Vale found themselves the outskirts of a settlement by the name of Mornbridge. Particular interest to Torgan, who grew up here. This was where he originally left to begin his questing. So, the group was able to make use of the resources and hospitality of the Ironlanders here and really ramp up their health and supply and everything, and just spend some days recuperating after their harrowing journey. There was a bit of a run-in with Torgan's brother. Who team didn't even know that Torgan had a brother. I didn't even know that Torgan had a brother. So we met.
I don't think Torgan knew he had a brother.
Torgan didn't know he had a brother. No, Torgan definitely knew.
And they call me sneaky.
Turtle didn't know, but Torgan knew. Althus, the brother of Torgan. A little bit of back and forth with Althus and learning a bit about the history of Mornbridge and of Torgan's backstory. A little bit of that revealed. The fateful event 2 years ago. Of interest to Serene, a little bit of information about how to get to the Northwood from Mornbridge. A series of waypoints was described to her, and the team will be using those to travel that direction in hopes of finding some answers for Serene, who is still on her quest to sort of track down a bit of lost ancestry and culture. So, that is where we are tonight. For episode 8, we are going to begin, hopefully, with a strong start to the journey. You're too late. I already turned it off. But thank you for checking. All right.
Oh.
So, is there anything we want to do before we set out towards the Northwood? I've set this journey as extreme. That is 4 out of 5 on the difficulty scale. So, reading from the rulebook here, a formidable or extreme journey might require weeks within your narrative, with appropriate stops, side quests, and adventures along the way. This is a long journey.
SPAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
Is there a way for us to resupply? Is there a way for us to top up our supplies?
I
If
think
it's
that's
a
what we
long
went
journey.
for, like, right before leaving.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Day punched the kid in the face.
Yes, which is normally reserved for Glane.
He tried to reach up my skirt. Of course I punched the shit out of him. What did you expect?
I don't
Gotta
remember it
break
exactly
some
happening that way, but, you know, maybe I wasn't paying too much attention.
He didn't make a move on me, so I didn't make a move on him.
He didn't make a move on me, and I was kind of insulted.
All right, well, it sounds like there
think-
are no... there's nothing special we need to do before setting out. I think we've already done what we can. Which means it is time to undertake a journey. Now, I will point out that you are setting off from a community which Torgan shares a bond with. However, Serene does not share a bond with this particular community. So as a result, she does not benefit from the normal +1 to the initial roll. Assuming that Serene will be the one. Actually, it would make as much sense for Torgan to do it. Either way, whether Torgan or Serene makes the roll, it will be a +3 total.
Turtle,
Serene,
do you
go
want
ahead.
me to roll it?
I do. I do.
Okay.
To avoid that luck.
Turtle is going to avoid making as many rolls as possible today.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! I think right off the bat,
There's nothing
something's-
that can be done about that. There is nothing that can be done.
we don't have the momentum to
Wow.
deal with that. Oh
It's a
my
9.
goodness.
It's like impossible to have the momentum to deal with that.
You can have a
And
10,
match. Wow.
and it's a match. Oh, so we have to mix things up right off the bat.
Turtle?
And Torgan
Turtle,
is
maybe
still,
this wasn't a good decision.
So Torgan or Turtle, you're still kind of a little bit on a. You still need to rest up from main character burden. Is that correct?
No, I could do whatever you need me to do. I am ready for adventure if that is what is needed.
Let's see here. I've got some possible ideas for what happens here. Let me pull up my my PDF of not this one, of the moves. Let's see. That's the one. Oh boy, what a start. What a start.
Get the bad rolls out of the way in the beginning, I guess.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Turtle's assuming I'll roll well, and I'm just like, I don't know about that.
My goodness. All right. Wow. A match. All right, let's just roll a prompt here. Let's just roll a prompt. This
Re-roll
is
the move.
resist opportunity. Oh boy. All right, opportunity.
It's gonna be a quick night if it's just
You just
suddenly
immediately
a mist.
everyone dies.
Yeah, you all walk into the forest and a tree falls on you. The end.
Yeah. All right. So you are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. Oh, there's actually a table for that as well. Moves. Pay the price. We have a beautiful little result here. A beautiful table of potential things that can happen.
beautiful.
Something stressful occurs.
Oh.
I think that's going to be Torgan that does pay the price on here for the stress. Torgan, things did not go well with your brother, did they?
They did not.
You were hoping for a sort of a friendly reunion. I mean, you know that Torgan is a bit of a rough-edged individual. He's hard to communicate with, but you've been gone for a long time, and he barely gave you the time of day.
That's true.
this is a stressful situation. It kind of eats away at you as you are leaving the settlement of Mornbridge. Just that pain is sort of eating away at your spirit.
There goes my spirit.
A little bit of spirit. So let's see here. I need you to do an iron roll of 4 to endure stress. And this might give you a little benefit here. Weak hit. All right. So unfortunately, no benefit of that. You don't get to get some free momentum as a result. So just sort of a sad departure from Mornbridge as the village sort of disappears over the twists and turns of the road and the hill of this countryside. You reflect on your relationship with Althus, and there's a desire for things to have gone differently during this. This was a moment where you were just dropped right into your hometown, and it seems that all was going your way, but it's just nagging at you, and that sort of eats at your spirit just a bit as you guys are making your way away from Mornbridge.
Things just never come up for Torgen. That was my best Luigi.
It was a perfect Luigi. Yeah. I wasn't even questioning who that was.
Oh.
Why is Glaine's spirit at 3? I don't remember when that happened.
I don't either, but
Probably something to do with sucking us into hell in the last episode.
that could do it.
Sure.
That could do it.
Or the
Sure.
mollusk. Or some combination.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities here. All right, so we did not reach a waypoint just yet. That was just a little scene along the exit from the settlement. So, Serene, lead on for undertake a journey. Another wits roll with +3. And let's hope for something a little bit better.
Ooh, baby.
Wow.
Dang.
It's not being nice to me.
Dang. Well, now what's going on? Now what's
I have to
happening?
pay the price again?
We got ambushed by wolves. Let's go fight something.
I mean, at this rate, there is going to be some kind of fight happening. All right, a 35. The current situation worsens. I mean, it
Why
wasn't.
wouldn't
Things are kind of okay right now. You're just trying to get out of the. I mean, you've left the settlement. You're on the path towards the first waypoint, and things are getting bad. I think that's gonna be. This is just a rough start. Getting from Mornbridge. The terrain immediately takes a turn for the hostile. You find that it's not but a few miles from Mornbridge. You're sort of still on sort of the outskirts of what they consider their sort of hunting territory and foraging lands. But already you find that this portion of the Ironlands is particularly difficult to traverse. I'm gonna deduct a momentum that you guys are getting slowed down significantly, just trying to get the journey started. Now you already knew ahead of time that this first leg of the journey you've been told is particularly perilous. The road is filled with dangers, but you weren't fully prepared for just this close, just to immediately hit such difficult terrain. The hills begin to get extremely steep, both up and downhill.
Hasn't Morgan done this before?
It helps keep the horses in town. They don't want to go anywhere.
This is not the road that Torgen would have taken to get back to civilization. Torgen's travel from Mornbridge to the outer lands, the lands outside of the Iron Lands. His path there led him by a different way. You are heading due north, deep into the Iron Lands, a way that most Mournbridgers would not dare to travel. But so far, nothing has attacked you, which is a blessing in itself.
Somebody else is doing the next roll.
Torgan, perhaps you're familiar enough with this area. Perhaps you've explored a bit.
Sure, yeah, as a child I would roam a bit.
Perhaps you have a higher momentum than Serene, and therefore could recover from a pair of sixes.
Yes. What do I need to roll?
Iron roll 2.
Yes. 2.
As I recall, the last time I used my momentum was to heal Torgan, so...
All right, that's
nothing.
something. All right, weak hit on Undertake a Journey. You reach a waypoint and mark progress, but suffer supply. So already supply is getting a little bit low, but we have some progress, thankfully. So let's figure out what this first waypoint is, shall we? Let's see. What did I call
Maybe
that
it's
one?
something good where we can resupply.
Place. All right, I need a place. All right, so the first waypoint that you were told to watch for.
Oh, great.
Ooh, Withered Caravan. Okay. There on the side of the road, you reach the first marker that you were told to keep an eye out for. Many years ago, an old caravan was making its way north with goods and was waylaid by bandits. The Mournbridgers told you that this happened long ago, and whether or not there were survivors is uncertain. But the old carts and wagons are still here, abandoned, long since picked clean. But this long chain of just maybe a dozen or so wagons, all in a neat row, just completely engulfed by nature. The wood mostly rotting away, grayed and cracking, tangling vines ensnaring it on all sides. The old wheels busted and worn away by ages of weathering and decay. But this is the place. You know you're on the right track. Now
Is
you
it
lost.
suitable to?
Go ahead.
Is it suitable a place to take shelter out of the sun and rest for a minute and maybe forage?
The area around here does seem like it could support a little bit of wildlife that perhaps could be, grab a little bit of fresh food for later today and not dip into your dried food supply. Maybe be able to top off your water skins. This would be an excellent place to attempt to resupply, of course.
You find some berries or something?
Yes, some delicious, healthy berries. So
Maybe Glenn can fish.
yeah,
to do
Is
that.
there
fishing.
water here?
Of
Storyline
course,
bonus
yeah.
to
A
fishing?
small stream runs by this area. So let's see here. Resupply is a wits roll.
That'd be a 2.
So that'd be a 2 for Glane and Torgan, 3 for Serene. Who's gonna attempt the resupply here? Who's gonna be the star of this show?
I'll try to fish.
All right.
Hey.
Fishing.
All right. So the three of you spot a small stream over across a little ways past the old caravan wagons. Glane takes it upon himself to spend some time fishing while the rest of you work on refilling your water skins and just taking a moment to rest beneath the shade of an old, a tall, just pine tree, just some sort of evergreen here that's growing. Although the Ironlands are a bit of a colder climate in general, the harsh sun does take its toll over the course of the day, and the cool shade is a welcome break from the warmth. Glane does manage to catch a few fish, and has those strung up and ready for a campfire meal for later. So
I wish to make I wish to ask a question.
Go ahead.
How long have we been traveling?
I'd say at this point you're hardly a day's journey away.
Is that long enough for me to have recuperated my health up since we haven't been attacked in a while?
No. The only way to get that is mechanically that does have to be from some sort of move, such as heal or maybe even make camp. Yeah, make camp as well would also allow you to recuperate.
I want to make camp.
Okay, I mean we've got the fish available. This is a nice spot. You've made some progress down the road. You spent the better part of the day traveling, and Serene has heard that the next leg of the journey is a little bit long, so perhaps best to stop here for the day.
Well, we have something resembling shelter, at least.
Exactly. All right, so make camp is a supply roll. So that is a 4, since you just did a resupply maneuver. So who wants to make iron roll 4?
I'm on a roll. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of momentum in case things go very badly.
In case the fire that we're cooking the fish on breaks out.
My life literally
Kills
depends on it.
All right, something good here.
You're only
Oh my
at
god.
How? All right, well, let's see what
could
happens.
at best make it a weak hit.
Wow.
Okay,
No,
that
actually,
is
'cause
true.
if it's a tie.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, you can't even do that. All right, well. Come on.
I can never seem to convalesce fully.
We're never gonna top out your health. All right. Let's see here. 31. Something of value is lost or destroyed. Something of value lost or destroyed. Well, there's not a lot of items I can think of that you guys are carrying around.
Maybe the fish catches fire and we lose our dinner.
Oh, my fish.
I think losing a supply is not crazy unbalanced in this instance. I don't know about the fish specifically. I mean, you guys will still be eating, but maybe it is the fish. Nothing
You burnt
about
the
it.
fish. I can't eat this.
Well, it's not too bad. All right, so there was a small issue. Glane set up a small campfire for the night, for preparing the fish while the rest of you enjoyed a small break, and Torgan took some time to kind of rest up. His leg is still bothering him a bit. He's had days to heal up, but it's still a little bit stiff. So, just taking a little bit of a break every now and then. Unfortunately, through unforeseen circumstances, which I don't know exactly what happened here. How did this happen?
A bear came and took the fish.
Oh, okay. Bears are not uncommon in the Ironlands. That's very believable. So, as you guys are enjoying your evening rest, and Glane is preparing this delicious-smelling food, you hear the unmistakable sound of an approaching bear. Not a roar exactly, but a sort of territorial growl. The scent of the fish cooking has drawn it near. Now, you can attempt to sort of, I don't know, defend your meal or just flee.
Doreen crawls under the nearest broken wagon.
Okay. So, we'll say this campfire and everything was kind of down closer to the stream. You know, Glaine's working down there to, you know, he likes to be close to the fish is particularly fresh. He's a connoisseur of fine fish. So you guys have fled. The bear approaches, lets out just a small roar. It barely has to do anything. It's massive. It knows that it's in charge of this area. Barely.
Oh, you beat me to it.
And so, leaving behind not just the food, but a handful of other bits and pieces of your supply, thus dropping your supply level down to 3. So you spend the night not really taking any comfort from making camp, eating into some of your dried rations, which is filling enough, but ultimately the first night out is not particularly comforting.
Tired of eating these dry beans.
But the important thing is that you're still alive and not mauled to death. And so as day breaks, you prepare to sort of uncomfortably gather your belongings and make the next leg of the journey.
The bot's feeling roll tonight, so who's gonna roll next?
I can roll. I'll roll one.
All right.
It's your turn to fail.
It is.
Is this the reversal of turtle luck?
Maybe. 2. I'm rolling a 2.
Yes. Okay. All right. We'll take it. All right. You reach a waypoint and mark progress, but suffer 1 supply.
Gosh darn it.
Supply is very rough. Now let's figure out what this next waypoint is. This is the Strange Mine. So let's see here. You guys have been continuing along the terrain. This used to be an old road out this direction, out to the north. The caravan was traveling down this way. There's a few other stops that Serene knows about coming up as well along this path, but it's been long since out of use, and so nature has sort of reclaimed much of it, leaving this sort of difficult to traverse trail. You've been eating through a lot of your resources. The rations are running a little bit low. Going to need to refill the water at some point soon. And you happen upon a little bit of hope here. Serene recognizes, this is the next waypoint. This is an old mine, but there's something strange about it. What makes this mine unusual? Let's see here. Let's just we'll roll a prompt. Let's see if we can find something. Evade price. This was this mine is actually a little bit off of the road a bit. This was sort of hidden. Now, word is that there were several other settlements around the area, and this area around Mornbridge at one point was almost a sort of bastion of civilization within the Ironlands, almost unheard of. But over the years has fallen to just the few scattered remaining settlements around this area, in this small corner of the Ironlands. This mine was operated in secret, avoiding some of the developing tax system in the area. Very difficult to maintain any hold over anyone else's resources in the Ironlands, except by force. And so it was very easy to sort of simply have a mine that was just a little bit off the beaten path to maintain a little bit of... This was a tax evasion mine, effectively.
Overseas mine.
Yes.
A mine. A mine worth anything would need to have a sifting pool of some sort, which means there'd be some source of water nearby.
Let's see here.
Accurate.
You
gotta
believe
put the
there'd
sift
be
down in
at
there.
least a creek of some sort. Now, whether that water is potable is another question. If you'd like to make a resupply attempt, we can find out.
I would.
I'm sure. What's the worst that could happen?
Don't ask that.
It's full of sulfur and is not drinkable.
All right, wits is +2 for Torgen.
Okay.
Okay. You can, and this is purely optional, and also you could even you could burn your momentum for this move to make this a strong hit, though that's not really worth it at all. Never mind. Torgen, your options are sell 1 momentum for 1 supply, sell 2 momentum for 2 supply, or do nothing.
I better just take the 1. I'll take 1 for 1. The 6 is still still above average.
Yeah. All right. So here's where we stand. Torgen, you do find some small pools. It takes a long time to sort of track that back to a source that's not been stagnating. But eventually you do find a small little spring sort of nestled up in the hills, with fresh water trickling down. And so with this, you guys are at least able to replenish your water supply. Still could have more resources, but there's still plenty of opportunity to replenish as you travel. Serene is fairly certain there's at least 1 settlement along the way as well, before you arrive at the Northwoods. So there's plenty of hope. There's a certain amount of optimism
Hey,
drifting
Blaine.
along.
Blaine, what kind of mine do you think this is?
I can't tell if you're doing a bit or
like a diamond mine, a gold mine. What kind of mine is this?
I'm not sure what they used to look for here, but usually mines go from one place to another. I'm wondering if we could use the mine to see where it leads and pop out somewhere else that might be more dangerous to take the trail.
That's true.
Should we continue outside or see where the line goes?
I guess I was just assuming it was like a mine for materials, but yeah, it could be a traveling mine.
This region, probably just materials. No, we could maybe... I don't know, is this someplace we want to stop? At least as shelter.
Or see if there's anything valuable?
I doubt thered be anything of value left laying around, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check. It's probably iron, or maybe some sort of useful stone.
Was hoping for something we could barter in the next town, something like gems or such. But even iron in the Ironlands is rare, so that would be something that we could barter with.
We could head into the mine and see how far we go until it seems like everything's stopped. If there's no torches or any kind of support structure, and if it starts to...
Apparently we're scouting the
We
mine.
can turn back around.
All right.
This also
Just
seems
gonna-
like a quick way to kill us all at once, but
Oh, well, absolutely. Also, just a reminder about secure an advantage. If you can come up with some way that you can sort of improve your chances of success on a roll, it will typically be advantageous to secure an advantage in advance. Not always, but typically. So we're going to conduct an investigation to see if we can search this area for any valuable resources in the mine that could be of use. So that will be a roll of wits. Who would like to try?
I got it. Never mind.
Do you now? Your investigation unearths a dire threat or an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest.
oh god,
Undermine.
there's something in the
Undermine, huh?
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. That's gonna mean that no. First of all, no. There's nothing particularly useful in the mine. It looks like this was a marble quarry of some sort, or perhaps some sort of heavy stone that would not be a particularly handy trade good to carry around.
This is what I get. I should have just left it alone.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a wash. It's all right. You know, nothing particularly lost in this venture. You were specifically being extremely careful, making sure not to go too deep. But it does just eat a little bit of your time.
I guess we should head out of the mine and get back on track to where we were going.
What time of day is it?
That depends on what you want to do and what time you would like it to be.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, is this what we scouted it? There's nothing useful here, but would it at least be a safe place to sleep?
It doesn't seem like anything particularly terrifying is nesting in the mines or anything like that. The area seems sheltered. It would perhaps be a good place to settle down for the night. Are you going to do a make camp move?
Well, that's up to the community at large. I'm trying to be diligent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm good with it. I feel like if we stay here for the night, then in the morning we can try another resupply, perhaps. And we also did search for a little while before we came up with nothing. It's probably getting late.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And this is a what roll?
If we're going for the
Supply?
make camp, that is supply. Iron roll 3.
boy, I'm glad we haven't run into anything dangerous yet.
No,
Other than that
jeez.
bear.
plenty of time for that.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to do it. I could do it. What to?
3.
Plus 3.
3? Okay.
Every
What's
time
the What's the worst that could happen?
Okay. That's actually fine.
I can't get a strong hit to save my life, but at least they're hits.
Need Torgan to be a hero. Okay, this is actually a great one to get a weak hit on. It's still very reasonable. You may each choose one of these, so that's going to be 3 altogether. You may choose to get 1 health, Torgan. That's an option for you.
Sure.
You may choose to relax for 1 spirit. you may take 1 momentum, or you can take a +1 on the next leg of the journey. And that would apply to everyone, of course.
I would like momentum, please.
Reasonable.
I would like my health to be maxed out for the first time in a long time.
Excellent. And Glane?
Oh, we all get this.
Yes.
I'll take the spirit.
All right. The mine turns out to be a reasonable place to camp out for the night. The old tunnels provide ample shelter from the elements. You sort of spend the night sort of at the mouth of the mine, so that the smoke is not a terrifying prospect. You don't know if there may be some flammable gases or anything like that, but you play it safe and stay kind of close to the edge. And the night passes uneventfully. Serene entertains the group with old tales and stories. And Torgen, sort of spending some time sort of stretching his leg, finally is beginning to feel like his old self again. He gives it a few experimental stretches before kind of standing up around the campfire as Serene spins tales and sort of just takes a few experimental, springy steps and says, "You know what? I feel myself again." And it seems like this next day things are finally going your way.
I feel a lot better now. My spirits are really raised by this.
Even Glane, who has been sort of holding a great deal of regret over his actions in the old forest with the Molsk, and still some hesitancy on whether he made the right call, feels like perhaps his actions were for the best. And perhaps things turned out as well as they could have. And the following day, the team prepares to make the next leg of their journey.
Let's go. Oh, wait. Let's try to resupply before we go, because we drank some water and ate some food overnight, and this may be the last chance we have.
So while we're still at the make camp stage, well, wait, I don't have that yet, do I? And the Story Weaver Part 2?
Let's see here. Choose the option to... Well, you did not choose the option to relax.
Yeah, I went for focus.
Yes, for the momentum. So it's only if you choose the option to relax would that apply. But I think you actually have the Archer second ability as your bonus.
Yeah.
But good call.
Would I be able to, since I was, entertaining us over the evening, would that give me an option maybe to secure an advantage with my inspirational shenanigans?
Let's see here. Let's see. Secure an advantage on... Let's see. On what move would that be?
Well, we're talking... The stories I would choose would be about, harrowing adventure and...
Right.
Travels. So it would be a next stage of the journey bonus, I would think.
Securing an advantage in undertaking a journey by sharing an inspiring or enlightening song, poem, or tale.
The story had a very strong moral lesson.
Okay. It
was a cautionary tale about traveling in the dangerous Ironlands, and I don't know, I'm making this up.
I mean, we all are. So, I'll let you make a secure an advantage roll on that. You're sort of you're sort of, cautioning the group about the upcoming leg of the journey, recounting a tale of the area and its dangers. So that would be
maybe I was told a story in the tavern or something.
Of course. And so in that case, it would be a roll of wits. You're securing an advantage with expertise, insight, or observation. And because of your Story Weaver ability, you would be able to take +1 on this.
Oh. Well, okay. Finally.
I learned to not walk into the street. I had to look both ways.
That's absolutely right. So, because of your Story Weaver ability, and this being a hit on Secure an Advantage, you get a +1 from Story Weaver on your momentum. And because you successfully secured an advantage, with or without Story Weaver, you may choose either of these items here. You can prepare to act, get 2 momentum, or you can take control and get a +1 on the Undertake a Journey.
That's a hard call.
Because you've already got a +3 on Undertake a Journey. A +4 does bump up your strong hit chance fairly significantly.
Yeah, but that would also, if I took the momentum, that also put me at an 8.
That's true.
Let's do the momentum.
All right. Well, then we'll just do a normal +3 on Undertake a Journey.
All right.
All right.
You know what? This story has inspired me, and now that my leg is feeling better, I feel like I want to draw a picture of Day and her people on my shield.
Oh. Yeah, your shield was the symbol was sort of etched out previously.
Yes, my poor horse.
All right, that's fine. I can handle that.
Yeah. So let's see here for Torgen, shield bearer.
Let's see.
You paint your shield with meaningful symbol. Envision what you create. When you endure stress as you face off against a fearsome foe, you can add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So the next time that you need to endure stress during a fight with a fearsome foe, we will remember that you have that advantage now. Okay. So, Undertake a Journey, a weak hit. You reach a waypoint, mark progress, but take -1 supply.
Well, I think we were going to resupply as well. We kind of talked over that with the Story Weaver thing.
Shoot.
Yes, that was about to happen. Let's go ahead and rewind. We're going to leave the numbers where they are, because this is still going to be a resupply of wits. So it's still a +3 either way, if you're going to make that attempt, Day.
Sure. Now that I have enough momentum to back it up.
That's right. Well. That's a lot of ones.
But it's a match, which means we get something special.
That's true. What kind of special thing should happen here? Let's see here.
Why couldn't that Molsk have rolled all those ones?
I know, right? Maybe let's get a little prompt here and see if any ideas come to us on what exactly happens here during this resupply that makes it so interesting. Oh, not moves, Oracle. What exactly do we have going on here? Lose memory?
What?
That's not helpful. Oh no, I know what that means. I found some hallucinogenic berries that are really useful for making poison with.
Mm-hmm.
They also have some medicinal uses. But it's very useful for making poison for my poison arrows.
We found a marijuana plant.
We ate the hallucinating berries, and when we came to, we were one full town over.
You know what? You know what, Day? I will give you the opportunity to make a you've got a poison expert asset that allows you to sort of prepare poisoned arrows. And typically that requires a -1 supply to attempt to poison arrows. Because of this match, if you would like, while you guys are spending time resupplying and, we found these berries and you're breaking camp for the day, if you would like to attempt this wits roll, it will not cost you the supply.
Ooh, free.
But you still have the chance of a miss.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right. Let me bring up that asset.
Yeah, I had to scroll pretty far back in the Discord to find my placard.
Misspelled poison.
Oh, I did, didn't I? That's why. That's why it wasn't working. Well, it didn't. I didn't fix it the second time because I was just copy pasting. All right,
It's
so
like
let's
me
see.
chatting in the Discord.
All right. So
I
we
can't
will
spell it.
forgo the -1 supply, and you can just roll wits. A strong hit.
Hey.
Set your arrow track to 5.
Nice.
So what that means is that Serene has the opportunity when striking a foe to choose to use a poisoned arrow instead of a normal arrow, which will allow +2 harm. And she has 5 of these prepared, or 5 sets of these, however we want to imagine
That
it.
Mulch doesn't stand a chance.
Is there arrow track on the screen somewhere?
No.
No, I mean, technically the idea is normally these cards are like physical cards, and you would keep a paper clip on the bottom of it to show which number is currently the right one. But we'll just have to remember that she's at 5. And that goes for
Somebody
everyone at
write it
home
down.
watching along. Just remember, don't let Dave forget. She has 5 poison arrows.
And I don't know how many fire arrows I have left because we didn't actually roll for that.
No, that's sort of just for flavor. Mechanically, there is no fire arrow move that you have, so
Well, you could just always set an arrow on fire, you know?
that's right. Yeah.
In theory,
Yeah.
I still have maybe 1 or 2 vials of that lantern fluid that we bought from the town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to still have a flint, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, you still got your sword and a shield. You're living
Yes.
large.
Yes.
All right. We succeeded on the Undertaker journey, didn't we?
Yes.
We had a weak hit. We suffered supply. Then we remembered that we did things out of order. We did our -1 supply. We're now at 4. And so now we need to figure out what this waypoint is. The remote thicket. So this is we've got a large sort of collection of trees that have sort of all sprung up around this small area amidst a sort of large field here. This is an otherwise rocky terrain. This area is. It's rough. It's hilly. But out in this remote, stony landscape, there's this thicket of little evergreen trees. These little pine trees, very neatly, but just sort of a small grove here, in this stony hillside. But it's noteworthy enough that it was mentioned in Serene's notes on the the path to the Northwood. So you know that you are on the right track. However, the difficult terrain did kind of slow you down a bit, and as a result, you spent much more of the day than you would like to traveling. And if again, you've spent more of your resources making progress.
Is it crazy to imagine that in this thicket there might be rabbits or other small creatures that we may be able to hunt?
It's certainly possible. Not out of the question. You're planning to spend some time resupplying here?
It couldn't hurt if we're going to be here for possibly the night anyway, then since it is late in the day. I'm not much of a hunter myself, but maybe Day can use some of her regular arrows to shoot a rabbit. Or Serene
Kill
can
the
use some
rabbit.
of...
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit.
I mean, that does make sense because this is a very long journey that you're on.
We're still only sleeping every 2 days, Glade.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we making camp or are we resupplying? Because we're at 4 supply and that adds 2, so we'd technically be at...
Yeah, if you get a strong hit on resupply, you would not be able to take full advantage of it.
So we just make camp?
Yeah, I feel like that might be our better option.
Okay.
All right.
I will attempt to make camp.
All right, then let's get a roll. Iron roll 4. Let's see what happens here. Okay, a weak hit. You may each choose one. Spirit, momentum, or +1 to the next journey leg.
Momentum for me, please.
Spirit for me.
Well, I was trying to pick between momentum and bonus to undertake a journey, but I'm pretty good on everything, so I guess I'll take the +1 to tomorrow's journey.
Perfect. All right. So, another peaceful evening. The Ironlands have been something you can sort of get through for this leg. It seems that through your travels, you have become stronger and more capable as you travel, sharpened like the iron that the lands themselves derive their name from. But you know that the journey will not remain peaceful for much longer. There is bound to be some danger lurking at some turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Should our journey tracker be higher than this?
No, we're moving it a half tick per go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an extreme journey. At that level, you only get half a tick per waypoint.
Okay.
So we're at 1.5 ticks.
So, +4 for this roll, correct?
+4. Now that's pretty good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is a Dobbs stream, everyone.
1 + 4.
After 9, it's fine.
Little
So-
Toadette's ears.
Are you going to burn momentum and turn that into a weak hit?
What are the consequences?
I don't know yet.
You're waylaid by a perilous event and must pay a price.
Oh.
Seems like a really awful thing to burn momentum on.
You know, I think it's been a little while since we've fought something. It can't be completely, uneventful this whole time. I say we try to fight something.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to stick with the mist, because I can't justify burning momentum on this. This is not a life or death situation.
Watch it become one.
The child of the Molsk shows up for revenge.
Well, then we shove Torgan in front and run.
But
You have a shield!
I just like that noise.
All right, well, let's pay the price.
This might be a chance to try out one of these poison arrows. You never.
Let's figure out when this happened as well. 14. You're separated from something or someone.
Organ, did you remember to pack your shield?
I had to have because I drew on it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be on. But it wouldn't be on like Glane to wander off.
What happens here? Separated.
There was a cat dashed into the undergrowth, and Glane took off running after it.
This is not out of character.
Turns out to be a skunk.
Torgan and Serene, you awake in the morning from the night to find that Glane is missing. Now, Torgan and Serene do not know exactly what happened. Glane, waking up a bit early in the morning, spots a figure over within the small thicket that appears to be perhaps maybe a cat, and dashes off to investigate without waking his companions.
That move.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
This is how you get kidnapped by the Fae.
absolutely. So what happens here?
We're going to have to search for Glane.
Well, let's give him a few minutes and see if he shows up. Maybe he just wandered off to go piss or something.
Yeah, maybe this is time for. Maybe Glane can tell us what he's doing.
So I'm chasing the cat, see?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
And it's too out of sight for me to tell if it's Gary or not. And I'm trying to keep up at enough pace to not let it get away, but also trying not to scare it, because if it realizes I'm here, it's going to really take off. And so I want to try to, as I'm running, grab a rock and throw it kind of ahead of the cat to startle it, to stop it from moving forward, to give it pause that I can catch up with.
Pause.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toby.
Speaking of cats.
Glane's going to hit the cat with a rock.
Do I need to roll for my attempt to distract it, or is this just something that happens automatically?
So what exactly is your goal with distracting it? You're trying to just get in close?
I'm grabbing a rock and I'm trying to throw it like into like a bush that's ahead of where the cat is, so that something stops it from its forward movement, to make it stop to think that something's about to come at it from the front, so that I can quietly come up and catch up with it to identify it or actually grab it.
I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call the whole move. Gather information of sorts. You're investigating wits. So a +2 for you.
Let me see.
That wouldn't be secure an advantage?
Well, that would be if it was just for the rock, but I feel like this is going to be a pretty quick scene.
Yeah, okay. So roll 2.
Just a 2, yeah.
Can y'all hear Apollo?
No.
Over my
Hang
headset?
it.
Boy.
My big chance.
Nice.
Did the match.
And the match.
That cat's dead.
No!
Oh no. No.
I hit it square in the back of the head.
No.
I knew it. I knew this was going to happen.
As long as it's not Gary, I don't care. All right.
If it was Gary, it would have run to you.
No.
I didn't see you. I was there.
I think. All right. Hang on. Let me roll some off-screen items here.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
It's actually some like morph creature that isn't actually a cat. It's gonna turn into something
It morphed into a mollusk.
quite nasty.
Okay.
No. I liked Turtles, he gets skunked idea.
No, I think what's happening here is that endure. Okay. All right.
Baby, please do not lay on top of the microphone button.
Serene and Torgan, awaking shortly after Glane has sort of disappeared into the thicket. You're sort of gathering your items and sort of looking around. You hear a sort of feral shout coming out of the thicket.
Uh-oh.
Almost a battle cry of sorts.
Morgan, what the hell was that?
I don't know. This is the first time I've heard this.
Oh crap, what did Glane do now?
We're going to have to investigate.
Seems like it.
So
Well,
it looks like I'm going to have to gather some information.
you've got your items, and you know the direction that the noise came from, and so you are able to rush towards the thicket. Glane, you have you sort of toss this rock, and the cat sort of looks away quickly, and you see all right there from the profile. This is not Gary.
Oh.
It's a little disheartening. Now, stalking through the undergrowth of this thicket, something is watching you, sort of slowly pacing its way through the trees. And as the rock sort of tumbles into the bushes nearby, and your gaze is directed towards the cat, there's an opening detected, and this entity leaps out of the trees to attack. This is it looks human, but with crazed eyes, painted skin, and a ear-splitting feral scream. This sort of once a man, perhaps. These are this is a what is called a broken. This is one of the long thought people that traveled to the Iron Lands generations ago before being broken by the lands and resorting to savagery.
Art.
And so
Hey, we got feral people.
Pretty much. It's the ones from Firefly. Let's see here.
Reavers?
So, that's the one, yeah. I think it's pretty much that.
Okay.
Oh.
If you don't know what that is, Google it real quick.
Yeah. So, Glane, you're going to need to roll wits. You are being ambushed. So, iron roll 2.
Hey.
All right, excellent. That is a good start here. Broken. Okay. So on a strong hit, you take 2 momentum right off the bat. A good start. Maxed out. Perfect. Exactly where you want to be. And you have the initiative. So you are sort of watching the cat as it sort of disappears. Then you hear this loud feral scream, and immediately you are prepared. Knife drawn. You've darted back a distance to prepare to put some distance in between you and whatever is coming your way. Your eyes darting around. You focus in on this thing coming out of the trees with just murderous intent in its eyes. So you have whipped around and you are ready to fight. What do you do?
Okay, so I get to kind of write my next move.
Yes, you are in control of combat here. You have the initiative. Although you were ambushed, you are experienced and you were perhaps a little bit lucky, but you are ready for the fight.
So I notice that this thing is almost cat-like itself, like animal-like.
Yes.
The way that it hunts me, the way that it's coming at me, and the way that it sounds. So when I notice it jumping at me, I turn around to face it, and I draw my knife, and I make sure that my cloak kind of like opens up to make myself look like a bigger being than I am.
Right.
That's what animals think. And because my spirit is maxed out again, I have gotten over my shyness when it comes to using Shadow Walk. So
all right.
I would like to Shadow Walk out of its view and appear from the same place that it was perched before it attacked me.
All right, trying to get around behind it very quickly.
So now I'm in the last place it would think I would be because it was just there.
Right, okay. So you're going to need to roll Shadow. So that is a +3 for you. And you've got all the momentum in the world. Don't even need it. Strong hit. Take 1 momentum. You can't. So that means that you can re-roll any dice for this next move, which presumably you're going to be striking from behind here.
And when I wield my dagger or knife and in position to strike an unsuspecting foe, I have other bonuses I can do.
Exactly.
With my cutthroat ability.
Yeah, so Glane whips out his cloak, and in the flutter of shadows there, he's suddenly just gone. The trees swaying, he's just fades out and has disappeared behind this broken. And Glane, now in a better position suddenly, is prepared to leap down and attack. Now you get to choose before rolling on Cutthroat. You can either add 2 on your attack, or you can deal double damage.
Double damage.
Double damage, all right. And because of the Shadow
the
Walk...
momentum reward doesn't even matter.
Exactly. On the Shadow Walk, you're going to be able to re-roll any of the dice that you roll here anyway, which is almost as good as a +2 anyway. So this will be Iron Roll... let's see. You are going to strike, which is iron.
Okay. That's a 1.
At least you've got, but you do have the what you call it.
Momentum.
Yeah, the momentum.
And the reroll.
And the reroll. So you're in good shape.
Right.
Well, you may want to use the reroll. You can reroll both of those d10s.
Yes.
All right.
Because my roll was actually all right.
Yeah, that one was decent. That was it wasn't stellar, but it was above the
Middle
halfway
of the way.
point. So you can do iron reroll BC for second dice, third dice.
Does iron reroll one word?
Yes. We don't use
BC
this one a
is
lot.
one word?
Yes. Okay. Improvement. Again, the opportunity for burning momentum is available. If
Am I
you
still
want to
going
turn
to deal double damage if I...
so you're still going to... I said double damage, but it's actually 2 extra damage. Normal damage is 2. Because of Cutthroat, you're getting an extra 2. On a strong hit, you can turn that up to a total of 5. Weak hit is 4, strong hit is 5. But the important thing is maintaining that initiative. Okay. And also, here's the last thing. You can only finish the fight after a strong hit.
But I wouldn't be able to finish the fight at that level of damage it's at after this strike.
I believe you would.
Oh.
Yes.
And okay, so if I burn my momentum, this thing could be done right now.
Unless, well, there's always that chance that finish the fight.
Unless something bad happens.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm already in that zone though. If I do that.
Yes.
You know, I'm already at the point where I've collected 1 momentum that I couldn't pick up. I think it's time to cash my chips.
All right, resetting momentum. And as a result, you are inflicting 5 harm for a total of 15 progress. So you have. Oh wait, not endure. End. How did I manage that? In the fight, after scoring a strong hit, you may resolve the outcome of this fight. Roll the challenge dice. Compare to your progress. Momentum is ignored on this roll. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
All right. Iron progress 10. Strong hit. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So
I wasn't drug into this one.
Yeah, you succeeded on your goal.
I got myself into a situation and I shadow walked right out of it.
And so you appear behind the broken, and with a swift strike from your blade, while the creature is momentarily disoriented by your shadow walk. The creature is dispatched completely, out of the fight, killed. Just then,
I loot the body.
Serene and Torgen appear after hearing a feral scream and see you hunched over this what looks like this man wearing scavenged clothing and wielding like a club.
Glade, would you like to explain what's going on here?
Cat got away.
I meant more the dead person.
Oh right, yeah. He got involved and I had to take care of him. I'm digging through his belongings and his person for anything that I can take as a souvenir.
Did you at least get his name?
All these people are named Bob, right? We've had like 3 Bobs.
That's fine. Bob, not Cat.
Bobby.
Oh.
Oh,
Fine.
Bobby.
Dead Bobby.
Dead Bobby. It's probably fine.
So this thing attacked you while you were hunting a cat?
Yeah, I was chasing a cat. This guy screamed like a banshee, jumped right at me. Had to handle it, but everything's fine now.
Well, I think we should get out of here in case there's more than one.
Do I find anything on this guy? Does he have anything?
No.
Any tribal markings, perhaps?
Not much in the way of worldly possessions. Let's see here.
You can take his loincloth.
He took my stopwatch.
Painted skin, sort of war paint, but not any sort of designs that indicate any kind of organization.
Okay. So Serene kind of pokes at it with her foot, and she's like, oh, this is what's going on. We need to get the hell out of here now. Because where there are one of these, there are always more.
Let's go pack up the camp.
We grabbed most everything, I think.
It wasn't Gary anyway. Let's go.
Northward ho.
Northward ho. So, that was something. Now, how did all this start? Let me roll back a bit here. Gather information. Ah, yes. Day making an iron roll 4 and still getting a miss. So the previous +1 you had for undertake a journey from camp breaking preparation no longer applies, unfortunately.
Yeah, because Glenn had to go and wander off.
Yes, that was the complication. The separation from Glenn.
I believe you're the one who said a cat ran by and Glenn left. So
it was just a suggestion.
And now it's
we
canon.
were brainstorming ideas.
Now it's canon, so there's that.
And now I've murdered another human being, so thank you.
That is on you.
You seem terribly broken up about it.
You could have just shadow walked back
I am,
to
but you
camp.
didn't have anything.
What a waste.
Apparently had a club, but I'm not interested.
All right.
It's huge.
We at least want to get one more waypoint in. Please.
Day is Serene. I think this one's on you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
We will try. I am not covered in cat anymore. He wandered off.
Oh.
So.
Gary?
Apollo.
Horse.
Gosh darn it.
I can't do anything about that. Well, I could make it a weak hit.
Which isn't great.
So, what happens this time? And somebody else's turn to fail at this roll.
Alright, well, let's see here. What does happen? And it can't be the same thing. I'm just deciding right now. It is harmful. Alright, you begin the next leg of your journey to somewhere. And there is a complication, a perilous event even. The rocky ground that you've been traversing, a sort of loose stone gives way, and despite Serene's elven grace, the loose ground and tumbling stones prove too much, and she does take a bit of a tumble down the hillside. A very graceful tumble, but a few minor cuts and bruises as a result. Not the worst thing that could happen, but it is harmful. This is a difficult journey. I'll say it.
This is a difficult journey.
It's not been going great. How many? We've made it 3 legs of the journey. Out of at most 20.
No, I know what the problem is. Here we go. This is what I need to do. No, not that.
Oh.
All right, watch out for the porcupine.
Oh, we're old. Kids don't know
that's
what that
needed.
is.
That's what you needed.
Yeah, there we go.
I will attempt to undertake the journey now.
So who's sassy?
Sassy's the cat.
No, I mean among you 3.
Oh.
Serene.
Oh, definitely Serene.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Chance is definitely Torgan.
Which makes me... Oh, wait. Which one's Torgan?
I'm Chance. That would make you Shadow. Which...
Why am I Shadow?
Because you do the Shadow Walk.
Yeah, but Shadow's like the nice one.
But, I mean, Torgan's definitely the pit bull.
For any of the
A little
kids
harder.
out there that don't understand, this was a movie called Homeward Bound, and it's 80s.
The Incredible Journey.
The Incredible Journey, yeah.
And it's about 2 dogs and a cat.
On a crazy adventure.
Trying to get home.
And they're bound for it. All right, the give pleases are in effect. We're hoping for a good roll here. Iron roll 3 on undertake
Am I
a
rolling
journey.
this one?
You volunteer.
Oh, if you're going to
I'm
roll
rolling
this one, it's
a 2.
going to be a 2. Yeah.
2, yes. Okay, here we go.
All right.
I've been doing all right all night.
Another weekend.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's as best I could ask for the whole night.
That's your ceiling.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. We lose a bit of supply along the way, but that's all right. We do arrive at the next waypoint, Withered Camp.
We already did a withered caravan. I think
No,
your
I think this will
oracle
be
is
different.
stuck.
I think this
think
will be
so.
this makes sense. You find what looks like this is where the broken you encountered
Oh,
was living.
Oh, I thought you meant like a whole camp of them.
No. This was a solitary
I would like to loot this place,
individual.
and I'd say dibs.
You're taking everybody's loincloths.
You find very little of value. There is a sort of stretched hide for a tent of sorts, and a circle of stones for an old campfire. There are some primitive weapons, but there's not treasure, if that's what you're looking for.
Is there any rope or any
Rope.
like a tether, any kind of like stuff?
I will say perhaps some braided vines.
They're pretty like hardy, like they're not going to break.
Depends on how much weight you put on it. What's your plan?
I want to get something of use out of having killed this thing and get something out of it. I would like to get some of the stones that I see.
All right.
What? What are you laughing at? I see you laughing.
No. You take an old stone from the campfire of this feral man that was living in the mountains as a trophy
I'm
for having defeated him in
assuming-
combat.
I'm assuming it's like a fist-sized stone, like a pretty
Yeah.
okay size. Okay, I grab like 4 of those, and I grab this braided vine you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to try to fashion what is it, like little bolos, just little throwing
Uh-huh.
where you
Yeah,
throw
that's
it.
the right word.
All
So you
right, so
can,
you guys are
you know,
you guys are
throw it
on
at
your
your
journey.
enemies.
You're traveling to the next waypoint. And Glenn says, "Stop. I need to do a crafting project."
real quick.
It's Minecraft.
You're just tying strings to rocks and making it real tight, and then you're putting them in your cloak, and you're done. 5 minutes. Seems like the kind of sneaky weapon I would have on me.
I feel like you could do
Nice
so much
bonus.
better.
Okay.
This is garbage. I'm doing the best I can with.
Well, exactly.
With garbage.
You don't have to use the garbage.
That's all that's here.
Yes.
The only other thing I could do is just keep walking.
Yes.
You suggesting that's what we should be doing?
I see Torgen and Serene staring at me as I rifle through trash, and I throw it on the ground frustrated, and I just keep walking.
It is stressful.
For some reason, I can't redeem the Camp Horizon thingy.
Oh, that's weird. Might be bugged.
It says it's out of stock. But I don't think we've used it tonight.
Dobbs is out of money.
I'm out of money. It's finally happened.
This is the last stream, everybody.
I wonder if it carries over from yesterday or something. That wouldn't make any sense. We're broke. That was it. Packing up. Packing up shop. All right. Do we want to try and get one more leg of the journey in?
Does
And
that
hope
count
that-
as a tick?
We got about 20 minutes, yeah.
Oh, yes, that one does. That one does. That was a success. Oh, I can get rid of that guy. Oh. So let's see here. We hit the caravan, the mines, the thicket, and the camp.
Okay.
We need to do the journey one more.
One more. We need a good one. We need a good one.
Hold on. There we go. Maybe that'll help.
There you go. That looks good.
Please give journey.
Give journey.
Okay, I'll try for it.
I don't think those are lucky emotes. Here, give me some of that.
Bobby's definitely not lucky.
All right.
Okay.
Well, the bot was merciful. There we go.
All right. Yeah. We'll take it. Still -1 supply. Supply is getting fairly low.
Again.
For reasons. Let's find out exactly what's going on here. Ooh. Contested pond. You are approaching the first settlement on this journey here. You have been on the road for perhaps a week now, since leaving Mornbridge. Maybe a little bit more, maybe closer to a week and a half. There was some camping between waypoints as well that happened that just wasn't, just wasn't brought up, but it happened. And now you are approaching the first settlement along the way. And you can kind of see in the distance the telltale signs of an Ironland settlement. Small stems of smoke at intervals over in the distance, indicating perhaps several fires from several buildings, chimneys, cooking fires, outdoor fires of any sort. And here, as you approach, there's a sort of large pond, and there's some sort of argument happening. There's the first non-murderous souls you've seen in a week and a half now. There are, we'll say 2 men out here arguing. But as they see you approach, they quickly become silent. Strangers in the Ironlands are not typically to be trusted.
Are there is that two men I see over there? They look friendly enough, even though they look like they're in a bad mood. Should we ask them for directions?
Well, we can find out where we are, at least, I suppose.
All right.
Glenn, you be on your best behavior.
So let's introduce these two characters. Who do we have here?
And Glenn got kicked.
Oh, good.
Well, that is his best behavior.
Good job.
Did you? You never did put us in a private.
I
Go watch
didn't.
it.
You should be able to join back in. There he is. He's back.
I heard everything.
All right, good. All right, we're learning about who these two characters are. I think we've already had a Pimba, haven't we? And a Sierra.
Something. We've definitely had a Sierra. We had something similar to Pimba.
No Pimba.
Yeah.
Where are these names coming from?
From the Oracle.
What country is the Oracle from?
It's a time traveler. Don't ask too many questions. It knows things.
It knows. All right, so let's see. So we have a mercenary wanting to defend a place and a herder wanting to fulfill a duty. All right.
Apparently, Sierra is like John in this universe.
Apparently. Let's get some better names here. Zira has already. We're starting to get to the point where I'm getting a lot of. I've seen these before. All right, these are now Mortar and Beltran.
Oh,
Those are
sorry.
interesting.
All right.
Catch him.
So you are here to kind of just get a little bit of information from them, figure out where you are.
Yes.
And presumably about what this settlement is, which I'm gonna find out right now. Whitestead. So you strike a conversation a bit from a distance across the pond as you slowly make your way around the border of it, closer and closer to the settlement out in the distance. You shout out, "Hail, fellow Ironlanders! Where are we?" Well, let's see here. He's confident and he's clever. So all right, they'll be friendly enough. They're suspicious, but not unhelpful. "Hail, traveler! This is Whitestead. You must have traveled far to reach this place."
We're about a week and a half out from Mornstead. It's our last settlement.
They may
you
not
know-
have heard of it.
Do you know perhaps where we might find some rest and warm food?
Let's see. Will the town of Whitestead be welcoming? I think all settlements have some sort of trouble, so let's see if that would impact just getting a rest here. Uh-oh. Roll twice. Okay.
What does that mean?
If you say so, Oracle. An important event threatened, and a trade route blocked. Oh, perhaps related. Perhaps related to the contested pond. Yes, you are welcome to our village. Please. We will show you the way. You can rest yourselves here, and we will get you food and supplies for your travels.
We can't thank you enough. We've run into some trouble recently, and we really need some friendliness.
Yes.
Y'all, I couldn't help it over here. Y'all seem to be having a little trouble of your own. Is there something amiss? Is there something? Could we be of assistance, perhaps?
Could there be perhaps two problems? There are problems we have, yes, but surely this is of no concern to outsiders such as yourselves.
Well, if you help us out, and if there's anything we can do, we like to earn our keep as we go.
Perhaps we will tell you of the things happening here in Whitestead. Come, we will start with a meal.
That sounds wonderful.
I could definitely eat.
And so Mortar and Beltran bring you back into Whitestead to sup with them and enjoy a meal after your long journey, where you tell them of the places you've been and the dangers you've encountered. And
Killed a guy.
Clayton killed a man.
Maybe we mentioned we encountered a broken and we're alarmed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's not proper dinner conversation.
Maybe we don't mention the fact that we don't just say our buddy here killed a guy.
This
say,
is some
killed several
delicious
men
cornbread.
over this past month.
No, you say something like we encountered what would appear to be a broken on the way here, and I'd only ever heard stories of those before. I didn't know. I had never truly believed they were a real thing. Do you have problems with those types of beings here often?
Oh, yes, the broken. They are a sad tale of the Ironlands. But we are safe here in Whitestead. It is a well-defended town. We have little trouble with them here among the settlement. However, along the roads, there is always dangers. What was that?
Indeed, that is the way of things. She's just nodding along as they go.
Oh, yes. So let's see. This will be Mortar. Does Mortar decide to tell you exactly what's going on here? Well, let's start with the easy one, which we know we're probably going to do. Oh, what did I... Oh, yeah. I totally spelled that wrong. That would do it. Spend time in a community seeking assistance. Roll heart. Because there is the chance that you get a miss and you find no help here. And that is going to affect exactly what goes on. So we may want to start with this move before we proceed.
Guess that's me.
Yep. And it's not that Serene enjoys volunteering us for things.
Why?
People just tend to be a little bit more cooperative when you mention.
There's nothing I can do about it either.
Nope. Well, this will be interesting. I think this is going to sort of set the stage for what happens next time.
This town has a different political affiliation than your horse, friend.
A surprising development complicates your quest. Okay. We're going to figure out what that means next time. Which is going to be 2 weeks from now. I think I've got some ideas of exactly where this is heading. These are some good rolls that are going to make for an interesting story, hopefully. But as a result of this surprising development, I think that's going to be related to the troubles at Whitestead. We're going to find out a lot more specifics about what exactly is happening here and how it relates to your journey to the Northwood, the Deepwood, to the north. So I think that's where we're going to stop right there. We're not going to pursue this any further just yet. We're going to learn next time what's going on.
At least there's
Now-
nothing. We haven't vanished. There's nothing bearing down on us. It's not too bad of a cliffhanger.
No, it's not a super cliffhanger or anything, but still. So that's it for episode 8. We have traveled for about 10 days on the road to arrive at the first settlement towards the Deepwood. And we will find out exactly what's going on at Whitestead next time. Next Monday is Memorial Day. There will be no DobbsQuest, but there may be a different stream in its place next week. But we will pick back up on DobbsQuest in 2 weeks from today. Any parting words, team?
I
He
can't believe
didn't
we're
die, yay!
we're still alive. Yes, that's
All we
That's
could
the
ask
best
for.
I'm
It's
alive
the-
and he's not.
The greatest gift of all. All right. Well, I guess we can send the party a special day. A special day.
Was that the fastest kill we've had in this whole thing?
I think that's the
Probably.
fastest you
He-
really can have. Is
He
effectively.
literally pounced on me, and then I killed him.
Well, I think you've always got to enter the fray, and then you've got to strike, and then you got to end the fight. Now there was a shadow walk in between, so I guess it's not the minimum number of rolls, but it was clean. It was quick and clean. But granted, it was only a troublesome foe, which is the easiest.
Yeah.
But next time it could be a little bit tougher. We'll see. All right, that's it for tonight. Thanks everybody for stopping in. I think we're gonna just send the party over to Strix, who's playing We're Back, a dinosaur story
Oh my god.
what?
on the Super Nintendo.
I didn't even know they had that. I didn't even know that was an option as a game. I loved
know.
that movie. What a terrible movie that was. I loved it.
No, it was great.
I just want to go and watch
Oh,
We're
hey,
Back
Dead
and drink a
Bones.
Baja Blast.
It was awful.
Watch a terrible movie and drink a terrible beverage.
Yeah, exactly.
What a night.
All
All right.
around misses.
Oh man. Don't worry, Dead Bones, just a heads up. We'll do more Ironsworn, which is kind of not quite D&D style D&D. We'll do more of that in 2 weeks. We're skipping next week. So,
For Memorial
rough
Day.
timing. Yeah, we're skipping Memorial
We've
Day.
we've earned a day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest
that'll
of
give
this
you enough
week's
time.
schedule.
That'll give you
is-
enough time to listen to them on YouTube, though, and catch up.
Yes, exactly. Upcoming schedule: Wednesday, Mario Maker. Everybody loves Mario Maker. Friday, Super Mario World hacks, and Sunday, Minecraft. It's fun. I like Minecraft. We're on YouTube. That's a good question. I gotta work fast. All right, here's my channel. I don't have a special link for it. That's just where I put the VODs. There's no editing at all. It's just VODs.
It's just DobbsWorks on YouTube.
Yeah. The DobbsQuest series has been going on this is the 8th episode, and all the episodes are there. They're also available here on Twitch. We're going. I'll see you at Strix's channel. Goodbye, everybody.
Horse!
You're too late.